I need a way for AI to take notes for me for in-person meetings, and I don't want this to be another app where notes go to slowly die. So today, I'm testing Fellow, which may be the best solution for this. Then I'll try connecting notes to Notion and also chatting with them in Claude, because that's the part that I actually care about, right? Can I go from an in-person conversation to something that I will actually use? You should know Fellow is sponsoring this video. So yes, they want me to show you the product, but I'm testing it the way that I would actually use this tool for in-person recordings and then using the summaries inside Notion and Claude. So let's start with the thing that matters. Can I take meeting notes perfectly in person without being distracting or creating an awkward conversation? So I'm in Fellow now, and the first thing I want to do is find recording. Here's my calendar, but if we go down to this button here, this looks like recording, and it says record now, botless. That's what we want. You saw Fellow has a few different ways to capture meetings. For this video, we only really care about the in-person stuff. The bot mode can be useful for online calls because it records the actual meeting footage, but that is not why we're here. We are here for situations like someone just sat across from me and started saying important things. I need to record it. Now I'm going to record a fake in-person meeting from the laptop. So we started recording and I can see the waveform. So Fellow is at least hearing something. That is step one. For this test conversation, I want 3 things: a clear decision, a few questions, one specific action item. Now I'm stopping the recording and we wait. Hopefully this is fast. The app says it is processing. Let's hope. Now, before I show you the results, I want to try the version that matters a lot more, which is, can I use the mobile app to record meetings that are in person? I don't always have my laptop open or with me. Sometimes I'm at a coffee shop, sometimes I'm at an event. For those situations, I'm opening the Fellow mobile app and I'm looking for recording. Okay, here it is. For this, I'm just going to start a recording from the phone and put it on the table. Very advanced setup, I know. For this one, the goal is to decide what needs to happen after filming this video. So I want Fellow to catch one big decision, one next step, one person responsible for that next step. This is the part that I care about. If the mobile recording can give me a usable recap, that is the actual use case, right? Okay, so I've ended the recording and Fellow is processing that information. Now we're waiting again, something that we're all getting used to in this AI age. Okay, so now let's look at the recaps for these 2 tests. Fellow has a lot of features, but does it nail the most important part? So the summary is at the top, and here I can see the main points that are covered in the meeting. It has our suggested action items and decisions. We've got the timestamps here that we can revisit if we like. So it looks like it nailed everything we were looking for. So now let's check the mobile recording. This one I was way more skeptical about. I don't know, I just trust it less coming from a phone. Okay, so the summary is here. The decisions are here. We've got our action items. So this turned out great again. Honestly, it does such a great job here. For most in-person meetings, this is how I would actually use Fellow. Recordings from the phone just feel way more natural. In a minute, I'm going to show you how I use Claude with meetings, but I also want to show you that they have Ask Fellow built in. So maybe you're not a Claude power user like me. Maybe you just want your AI built in. And we can ask a question like, what did we decide in the in-person meetings about the launch day? And what are the action items from it? And then it will go find that information for you, organize it, and give it back to you in the chat. Way better than having me scrub through an hour-long recording trying to find where something was mentioned that it was super important, right? Fellow has lots of built-in shortcuts here, so you can really use Ask Fellow to do a bunch of different super powerful things. Okay, so that's the Fellow workflow. Now let's talk about Notion, because this is where I would want my meeting notes to actually live. That's where I do a lot of work. So if we go to user settings and we go to apps and integrations, we can scroll down and find Notion. If we click connect, it opens up the Notion integration page, and we're able to select pages it has access to. We just select our page and give it access. Now I want to see what Fellow can actually send over. If I can get the recap into a Notion doc, that's actually super useful. If all I get is a vague link back to another app, that's not really something that I care about. Cool, so it's integrated and synced here so we can see all of my meeting notes inside of Notion. This is really powerful, guys. I literally just recorded an in-person meeting and now all the data from that lives inside of my Notion. Incredible. You can also integrate other tools like ClickUp and Asana and Linear and Monday. And then if you include N8N and Zapier and Make in there, you can really integrate Fellow with whatever your workflow is. And now let's open up Claude. This is the part that I'm most excited about always. Fellow has an official Claude connector, so Claude can access the meeting notes and recaps that I already have in Fellow. It can search your meetings and get the summary and the transcript and find the action items, everything it needs to help you work with the information you collected in your meeting. So with this, I don't have to export a PDF or copy and paste anything. I'm skipping the whole transfer process where things can get a little messed up. Instead, I'm just going right into Claude's chat and asking it to pull in the notes from that meeting I just recorded. Okay, so there it found the meetings. Cool. Now I want to chat with the notes. So I could ask it things like, hey, Claude, can you add Sarah to our client CRM in Notion with the notes from our meeting? Because Claude is connected to Notion and Fellow, it can look at the meeting notes and then add those perfectly into my CRM. Then I could ask it something like, hey, Claude, can you draft an email proposal for this meeting I had today with a client? And then it can use the context from that meeting to draft the email flawlessly for me. Claude already knows my writing style and things, so it knows how I like to do work. So it can just take the meeting data and mix the two together. So yeah, that's just an insane workflow. So Fellow handles the summarization and extracts action items and things. They get stored in Notion so I can always find them. And then Claude lets me take the context from my meetings and actually use it to do real world things. Over the course of a year, this could save you tens or hundreds of hours depending on the type of work that you do. Pretty incredible, honestly. Okay, so Fellow is a great option for in-person meetings, but now I want to quickly cover one of the more important parts of any software that you might be using, and that is pricing. The pricing is pretty straightforward. There is a free plan with limited AI credits, which is enough to test whether these workflows make sense for you. They break their pricing down for businesses and individuals. So if you're a business owner or you're on a team, then they have plans that work for you. These are perfect for collaboration and super affordable. If you're just doing a few meetings per month, then the team plan here for $7 is going to be exactly what you need. But if your business is having meetings every day, you've got a big team or whatever, the $15 plan is probably going to cover you because that gets you to the unlimited. For individuals, they have the free plan, which allows you to try it out, and then a $19 per month plan that allows you unlimited access to everything. If you're a professional using this for client calls and you need a system that just works, Fellow is a great option here at just $19. Compared to the other meeting note takers that I've covered on this channel and everything else, this is a pretty competitive pricing. This Fellow plan has everything you might need, and if you do a lot of calls for work, this is going to be a perfect choice. So yeah, Fellow is a great option here. It does great recordings, great summaries. Fellow is going to help you build a system where everything lives together and is integrated with whatever tool that you use. Okay, so is Fellow the best AI note taker for in-person meetings? I think it absolutely crushed it, guys. The system that they've built works incredibly well, and it can work for all kinds of different workflows. Try Fellow if you haven't already. There's a link in the description below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Here are some other videos that I recommend, and I will see you guys in the next one.